A burning cargo ship carrying Porsches, Lamborghinis finally sinks. So, a massive cargo ship carrying 4,000 luxury sports cars, including Lamborghinis, Porsches, Audis, and Bentleys, worth an estimated total of 400 million, sank off the coast of Europe on Tuesday. The Felicity Ace, a 60,000-ton merchant ship that caught fire on February 17th, ran aground about 253 miles from the Azores, a Portuguese archipelago in the mid-Atlantic Ocean. The ship's owner, MOL Ship Management Singapore Pte Ltd, said that the Panama flagged vessel sank at around 9 a.m. local time. The Felicity Ace started to tilt to one side and take on water after it caught fire. There was no loss of life as all 22 sailors on board the ship were rescued after the fire started last month. There were 3,965 Volkswagen AG vehicles on board, including 1,100 Porsches, according to Bloomberg. The ship set sail from Emden, Germany on February 10th and was headed to Davisville, Rhode Island. Volkswagen parent company manufactures its Volkswagen brand as well as Porsche, Audi, and Lamborghini models, all of which were on board, an internal company email seen by the outlet said. While Volkswagen declined to assess the value of the luxury cars that were lost, an incident insurance group told the Wall Street Journal that it estimates the vehicles were worth around $401 million. Car dealerships in Michigan and Rhode Island fielded calls from nervous customers who followed the news about the ship. One man tweeted that his custom ordered Porsche Boxster Spider was on the doomed ship. Base models of the vehicle sell for $100,000. So European car makers declined to discuss how many vehicles and what models were on board, but Porsche customers in the United States were being contacted by their dealers, the company said. We are already working to replace every car affected by this incident, and the first new cars will be built soon, Angus Fitton, Vice President of PR at Porsche Cars North America Incorporated, told the Associated Press in an email. Now, this is actually kind of like interesting when you really think about it because, like, look, this is actually not just like a $400 million loss for Volkswagen, right? This is a massive loss on like even more on top of that because they got to remake all these vehicles and give it to the customers. And by the way, a lot of the customers are probably going to cancel their order or basically tell them like, "Hey, give me back my money." Right? Which would be even a bigger situation because it all depends on how they handle the customer service in this situation, right? If they are rude to their customers at all during this process, they are going to lose a lot of high end clients. Now, if they're like respectful, they'll end up getting like, returning high end customers, which they want, right? But it's just pretty interesting when you really think about it. Personally, if I had bought a Lamborghini or something and it was on this ship and it would be like basically burnt in the ocean, I'd probably just have them return my money and then probably spend that money either on a different car that I could just go and pick up right away or put that money towards investments. Either way, for anyone who is thinking about buying a supercar or any car, only buy it when it's not going to have really an impact on your life, right? So if you're trying to buy like a supercar or like a $100,000 plus vehicle, it's going to go massively down in value. So only buy a supercar once you're out of debt, you already have money in like an emergency fund, and you already have money going towards your investments for retirement. And if you have excess cash on that, on top of that, that you could actually allocate to a supercar, go ahead and do it because it has no impact on your life then. If you want to learn how to get out of debt, go to 40inbox.com.